I will take your questions now, but before that, something that many of you have been asking me on social media, what do I think about the prices on the Hyundai Creta? Well, I'll tell you this, that it was expected that Hyundai would do what it always does and go really aggressive on the prices and blow the competition out of the market, literally. Well, that didn't happen. It could have, but it didn't. And Hyundai has decided that it wants to also try and establish itself in the premium space and has actually gone higher than the Duster on prices, variant for variant on the Creta. Now, is that smart? Well, it's smart to the extent that the prices are still not astronomical and that Hyundai will still sell the Creta in perhaps really good numbers, but it could have got an absolute blockbuster on its hands if it had decided to shave off a little bit of its margin and try and completely kill the Duster on its pricing, and that would have left very little room for Maruti then to play with the S-Cross. Now your questions that have come in, and there's been so many, a few that I will answer today, and the first one is from Vishwas, who's asking, what's the final launch plans for the new Fortuner? Any date announcement? Vishwas, no date announcement, and that never happens with any manufacturer really. What we are thinking though is that given the fact that the car has now been introduced in Thailand and in Australia, market launch even in those countries hasn't yet happened. We'll probably get to see it around the Auto Expo in February. That's perhaps the earliest that we'll probably get to see the car, even if that's not the actual market launch, so don't expect it before next year. The next question comes in from Anuj, who's wanting to know if the Jazz S diesel is better than the Swift DZIRE VDI. Now, they're not really like cars because one's a hatch and the other one's a sedan. I'll always recommend that you go with the premium hatch over the subcompact sedan because the sedan has been built to a price and it's trying very hard to fit everything into that price. The Jazz, on the other hand, is a premium offering and will offer you a lot more in terms of space inside the cabin, also in terms of attribute, though I have to say that the diesel engine on the Swift family is definitely a lot more exciting than what Jazz or any of the Honda cars offers. And finally, Akshay is asking if Mahindra is planning to launch the Ssangyong XIV in India. Now, the XIV was just a concept car. It has been launched as the Tivoli in the Korean market and is also now making an introduction in the European space. Currently, Mahindra says that the official word is that the Tivoli will not come to India because it probably won't be really well priced for our market. But having said that, now there's another feasibility study on. Mahindra is once again considering the Tivoli for our market. So we'll probably have a final decision for that only around the end of the year. Please keep your questions coming in to me. If I can't answer them on the show, I will definitely like to interact with you on Twitter or on our Facebook page.